What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Ever since I put out that What Map Do You Grind video, I'm getting lots of people telling me to share the Plunderer's Paradise survival build that I mentioned in that video, where I kind of like to chillax it out. This map is not for everyone. It's a bigger map. It doesn't run as fast as some others. However, it does have the highest possible drop rate of godlies according to the modifiers per map. This is in the pool with the plus 20%. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I referred to some patch notes a few patches ago where different maps got different modifiers on their survival godly drop rates. So anyway, to no surprise, I'm using an Elder Dragon build on this one. I think the Elder Dragon is so heavily used right now. It's just one of the most powerful things in the game. I'm going to be focusing on Dragon's Nest and the Elder Dragon. Elder Dragon, I'm using a Motherly Instinct, Diverse Crit Servo, and Diverse Crit Damage Servo. For this particular build, you would be better off having regular crit chance instead of diverse crit damage. However, this relic works out with some of the other things I do, so that's what I am using. And then the regular old go-to on the Dragon's Nest. We got Defense Rate, Anti-Melee, Anti-Chaos, Dragon's Haste, Mass Destruction, and Destruction. That's going to be the bulk of the build. Everything else is going to be real standard issue stuff. Let's go ahead and build it out here. Now, I will usually start off with an Elder Dragon right over on this side of the map. The important thing is to make sure that the right line is lined up with the little ramp here. So just have that right line lined up with it. Funny thing with this one, the further you inch this Elder Dragon forward, the more dangerous the build becomes to you personally. However, the faster it will run. So you kind of have to find your happy spot with where you want your Elder Dragon to place. Then I'm going to go with 4 Dragon's Nest on either side, or pardon me, 2 Dragon's Nest on either side for 4 in total. We're going to drop a boost star right up front. I like to use my destructive pylon on an anti-heal water aura. So that is what I am doing. However, you want to get your destructive pylon in right there. And then throw in your lovely buff beam. And then the only other thing this needs is a little bit of range protection, as there is going to be range mobs thrown at it. So I usually just go with a multi-node reflect beam, just standard issue, nothing special in it. Something like that. Now, the only thing we have left is we can get a little CC in, so I'm going to throw like a Frost Strikes aura. Where do we want it? Actually, let's get it close for that diverse. We'll put it like right there. And then we head on over to this side of the map. Now, over here, we're going to have one special setup, and that is this lane doesn't have a big-ass Elder Dragon, so it's not going to be having the damage output. So I'm going to put in a Petrify combo just with 2 Proton Beams. Nothing special in the Proton Beams, just 1 Poison and 1 Earth. Poison in the front and Earth in the back. I'm putting it right at the top of the ramps here, just because although most of the things in this lane will die out, there will be like Slakelions, a few bosses that will make it up top here. If they make it up top, they're going to get petrified right at the end. I don't need the Petrify in the build, so for regular trash mobs, we're keeping it away from them and just putting it all the way up top where it can stop any of the heavier enemies that are making a little last resort run. So building out the rest of this lane, I'll usually go with my boost aura and my destructive pylon down first, and then we'll throw down some birds. So we're going to go 3 and 2 on each side of these two, and then that will also give us room to get our buff beam in. So we're going to go 3. Nope, that one didn't place. We'll go 3 and 2. Then we'll go 3 and 2. This will allow us to get a buff beam in. We can put it in nice and close in between those and just go right across. And then you see it leaves us 70 left. So we'll go ahead and get a little bit of crowd control in here as well with a Frost Strike Aura. We'll just pop it there to cover the whole area. My Frost Strike Aura is fairly large. I got all the stuff. I got Defense Range as a mod, then using Deadly Strikes and Vicious Strikes. So it is actually going to cover a large bit of terrain. Now, after that, just get on the tower booster of your choice and chillax it out here. We will run a wave here. However, I wanted to point out a couple of things. First off, this lane over here, if anything is going to slow you up, it will be this lane. This lane, the mob AI has some issues. Sometimes the mobs will run back and forth right here and not run down to the core. Additionally, as you see, we got a siege roller here. If you get a siege roller on this lane, it's going to make that wave take 1,000,000 years to run. So you're going to be better off killing off that siege roller. Additionally, a siege roller from this lane will not get killed. So if you get a siege roller over here, you're going to want to make sure to manually kill it. And then if you get a siege roller from that lane, you're good. If you get a siege roller from this close lane, you're good. However, if you get a siege roller from back here, then it's going to take that wave 1,000,000 years to run as well. So you're going to be better off going and killing it yourself. Besides that, everything else you can just chillax. Obviously, if a Drakenlord comes in over on this side of the map, we got no Petrify and no Oil. So we're going to want to Burning Strikes the Drakenlord. If a Drakenlord comes from this side, then you're good, as he will make it to the Petrify, and then the birds will wreck him. So let's just go ahead and let it fly here, and kind of just chillax it out and let the wave run. This is a really good kind of chill build, you know? You do have to be active. You do have to pay attention, but you don't have to pay attention that much. I actually love to sit here on the Countess, because then I can just turn my boost on and not look for 15-20 seconds, then turn my boost on again or whatever. So the Countess is usually the booster I go for on this one. And what I normally do is I'll start it at wave 71. I'll let it go for about 80 waves up to like 150. And then that gives me an opportunity to watch a movie, watch a few episodes of a show I'm checking out, whatever the case. And this is kind of like the go-to chill spot for me. Now, that siege roller course is out on the other side. I am going to ignore it until the rest of the mobs are gone. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can get over there and kill it if you want to. But that thing literally is going to take until 21-23 before it comes down and gets to the core. So definitely a big ignore factor on that roller for a long time. Another benefit you've got for boosting over this side, like a lot of people would instinctively go and boost their dragon. The dragon doesn't need to be boosted. You know, it's just going to shred the faces whether you're boosting it or not. Now, if you're hanging on this side of the map, you got nothing that can be destroyed. So when it comes to assassins popping, you don't have to sweat the assassins. When it comes to really anything else, siege roller rockets like we have right now, you don't have to sweat the siege roller rockets. It's just going to burn everything out. So I'm just going to hide here and let the flyers in the back of that lane get burned out a little bit. And then we'll jump on in. I'll get my my crane stance loaded up now on these flyers. As soon as those flyers are burned out at the back of the pack, I think you see what I was meaning with the AI on that far lane too. The mob pathing can be a little bit suspect on that one. Let me just go ahead and run face first into the front side of that roller. Because, you know, hey, why not, right? Morning video recording. It looks like the siege roller was actually getting wrecked there by the birds, so I probably could have ignored that one. depending on where the dragons are attacking the siege roller, you know, that's why you can ignore a siege roller from this side, is the dragons will get behind them as the siege roller creeps past. However, kill the siege rollers over here, kill the siege rollers down there, and kill the siege rollers over here. The rest of the siege rollers can be ignored. So that's it. That's the build I use. Like I said, I normally go like 80 waves, and you know, I can watch. I just rewatched The Walking Dead from the beginning. So disappointing how that ended off. But anyway, it gives you an opportunity to watch like 2 or 3 episodes of a show, or watch a nice movie, and still get your grind on at the very same time. So that is it. That is the Plunderer's Paradise build that I personally use. Works great. Let me know what you think. Nimbus are real effective as well. You can just do a massive Nimbus stack here, and a massive Nimbus stack here. And then ideally, that's better off in a group of 2, because then you could have a booster on this Nimbus stack and a booster on this Nimbus stack. But as far as solo play goes, that is what I normally personally do. Easy with an alt as well. With an alt, I usually just park the alt over here, where nothing can be destroyed, and go ham. But anyway, thanks for watching. That is going to get it for now. I will see you next time. Take it easy.